Proverbial sore loser Carrie Lake has decided, as I talked about last week, to of course challenge or appeal the court case that she most recently lost trying to overturn the results of the 2022 election in Arizona. But now she's got new demands, right? Not just with the lawsuit, but just demands for the public in general, as she wants her election lies apparently to be taught to children in elementary school. Yes, the party that keeps whining that liberals are allegedly indoctrinating our elementary school children now wants to indoctrinate children into their election lies. Here is Carrie Lake spelling it out for you in a recent interview where she says it's a dang shame that we can't teach kids about these election lies that she keeps pushing. Here she is in her own words.
I mean, isn't it interesting that you can't mention elections or question the corruption in elections? It's like the taboo topic. I mean, you can go into kindergarten class and talk about sex, but you can't talk about elections and corruption, especially when it's right out there in the open and in our face.
Let's go ahead and get something real straight real quick, right, Carrie? Nobody is teaching kindergartners about sex. That's not a thing. I would actually suggest to you that you go spend time in an elementary school classroom, but given how you followed that statement saying, I think we should teach them about election lies, I don't want you anywhere near children. Like, I don't even know if you have children, but honest to God, I'm kind of hoping you don't, because you shouldn't be around kids. Nobody is teaching children in public schools in the United States about sex while these kids are in kindergarten. That is stupid. But this is what we're dealing with when we deal with Republicans. We're not merely dealing with people who have a differing viewpoint anymore. We're dealing with liars. We're dealing with crazy people. We're dealing with conspiracy theorists. We're dealing with people who are completely unmoored from reality. Like, how do we fight that? I have been doing this for 19 years, and it has never been as bad today as it has been in any of those 19 years. You know, back when I started doing this, again, 19 years ago at Ring of Fire, it was a difference of opinion, right? Republicans want to do these bad things. It was during the Bush administration. Democrats want to do these things. That's not what we're dealing with anymore. And yes, there were lies back then. Politicians do lie. They always have. But it was lies like, hey, our tax cuts are going to make the economy better. That's a lie that you can disprove with statistics. Now Republicans are pushing things that you can't technically disprove because you can't disprove a negative, right? Like, they're teaching sex in schools. Well, no, they're not. Well, can you prove that they're not? Well, not without sitting in a kindergarten classroom every single day for the next school year. But there's also no evidence to suggest that they are. We know they're not. Again, my wife is an educator. I have other family members who are teachers. I have a lot of friends who are elementary school teachers. These aren't things that happen. But people like Carrie Lake are out there telling us like they're teaching them sex. Like, not just teaching them about sex, they're teaching them sex. And now she also wants to teach them election lies because why not, right? Why not actually indoctrinate the kids? It's what you claim the left is doing, even though that's not happening. Again, another lie that your party is pushing for political gain. And you also want to indoctrinate these kids into believing that the American electoral system can't be trusted. The American electoral system certainly isn't perfect, but Carrie, I would think you would have known by now, based on all your court failures and what the judges have told you in every single step of the trial, that your lies are lies. That the Arizona elections were safe, were secure. There were no shenanigans. There was no malfeasance. There was no ill intent among election workers. You lost. And if we're going to teach the kindergartners in the state of Arizona anything, maybe we ought to start teaching them that Carrie Lake is a sore loser who doesn't know when to quit. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel. We also encourage you to like, comment, and share. But again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.